Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Coast. So you may notice a little bit of a difference. So we're at a period of time here in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck where we have a Hauloween event. And in this series I'll be able to take part in that because at this point I'm sitting in a location that puts me in base map, and as long as I stay in there I'll do that. So we're going to divert a little bit from where we were headed and pick this up and help out with this event. So what that means is we've got events that appear with Hauloween treats. We have to finish them in real time because these are external contracts. So I've got 22 hours to get this done, but basically everything needs to be 62 miles or longer. I don't think they're generated for shorter than that, but this is the delivery we're going to do, and hopefully we'll do a few in each episode. So the goal of these events will be, I think I can go this way. I need to still get 12 deliveries done, and basically if you've not done a World of Trucks event before or been familiar with them, we need to get X number of deliveries done in a period of time. Initially they were running the contest through November 5th. At this point it looks like they made an announcement that they're going to extend it, and that basically was kind of because an oversight on their part. 1.46 is out for open beta at this point, and because people like to participate in these events, they whoops, I was trying to figure out if I was going to get something or they were, but it didn't look like we were going to make it. Alright, so I think, yeah, so we're not going to discover whatever that location is. I'm thinking it's probably a recruitment center on the other side of these buildings. But yeah, they realized because people want to participate, they stopped participating in the beta and then went to do this event, because initially I think it was announced October 25th to November 5th, so it was very short, not even 2 weeks I guess, and you needed to do 13 deliveries, or need to do 13 deliveries. That hasn't changed, but at this point they've just given an announcement that they will run the event well into 1.46 actually being released, so they're encouraging people who want to participate in the beta to go back to that, because obviously they need testers. Oops. So I want to reset this, and we have to go 76 miles, and as long as I keep finding nice short runs, you know, these are supposed to be like 5 minutes or so. Obviously there's time to get them, there's time to park and so forth, but I would hope I could get 2 or 3 of these done in an episode, so that maybe in 4 episodes or so we'll have this event done, and then we can revert back when we're ready. Let me not go too far. I'm not sure where I need to go. Looks like left. So with that, I'm going to pull out, and now she's verified that. So we'll see where we need to go, but we're going to Tucson. So, and these events can change very quickly, so honestly between firing this up and just making sure I was in a location I could take these, because I had run one in a different profile that I don't usually record on just to get going, and then I realized, unlike the real economy trucking and Euro truck that I do, that has economy mods and this and that might cause some other problems, and the fact that Pro Mods basically overlays that entire map, so I could have cities that would cause me some issues, as I've run into in some episodes before, trying to do external contracts and then not being able to deliver them. Here on this series, I should be okay, because in the base map areas, I'm not doing any overlays, so the only thing I'm doing is things like you can see Walgreens over there, and so real companies and things like that, but those have always been part of things and don't cause an issue, because it's just kind of reskinning and renaming existing locations. So the problem that starts to happen with external contracts is if you get sent somewhere that isn't in a base location, the contract gets confused sometimes, and so I've run into situations where I can't deliver. And so for the most part, I stay away from doing the external contracts, but okay, that's what I thought it said, but I wasn't sure because I frankly was talking over it. Cayman Airways. Interesting, but why not, right? Although I think the Cayman Islands are kind of over in the Atlantic, so that just seems over here on the west side to be a long way away. But so the other limit we're going to have is World of Trucks caps you at 65, so as far as speed. So we are going to have situations where we may only be able to go 65 when the speed limit's 70 or something like that. But I'll hopefully just stick around in this area, and I may honestly, if I get lucky, maybe I'll just run jobs between Tucson and Sierra Vista or something, and just have these little quick jobs. Now once again, this should be a little faster now that we're off of areas with street lights and traffic signals and so forth for a bit, because now we've very quickly gone from, I think, like 70 miles when we started on this road down to we're already below 60. So I don't think this is an interstate, but it's obviously a little quicker. Maybe we're done here, or well, we're headed to an interstate, I see.
Go straight on.
So it looks like the Tucson sign is to the left there. We've got some, oh boy, I was wondering if we could make it, but I guess not. So yeah, these are things that kind of extend things a bit, but it is what it is. But I was going to say it could be a bit of a challenge with the construction. But maybe it'll just be Tucson, Phoenix, and if I kind of stay down here, I can still be headed toward where I was going, which was, see if I can do some stuff down in Mexico. And I was having some difficulty finding contracts that would work for that, frankly, when I took a quick look after the last episode. So I'm hoping I can make it, because with the longer traffic lights here, it should give me a bit more time, where in base game we would have likely gotten stopped there again, which is always interesting, which I think is why folks made things like extended traffic signals to make it a little more realistic instead of signals always turning in like 10 or 15 seconds, which is what you normally get. Alright, so obviously we should just be... So getting to the point where, yeah, it's 37 miles. So I'm guessing at this point we'll be on here until where we need to exit and just deploy or drop, deliver, whatever D word you want to use for getting these Halloween treats where they need to be. So hopefully this will be a little bit of an entertaining diversion. I don't know that it matters what we're hauling, but obviously the change will be, as I said, we're not heading into Mexico, because then I couldn't do this because there will be no contracts heading in that direction. But I'll do what I can to try to stay nearby, but if I can't, I can't, because I guess finishing up, if you're not familiar with World of Trucks, they usually have personal goals and community goals, and really to get any of the goals, you have to get the personal goal done. So the community goal ends up being like a total number of deliveries. So I think it's 660,000 deliveries that they want in total across the community. Sometimes it's miles and so forth. Sometimes it's a combination, but you're not even eligible to participate in the community, or in the reward for the community goal, if you don't get your personal goal done. And so the personal goal is those 13 deliveries, and then you also do get a reward. So I think they're both little hangers from the mirror, not something I normally use, but it's just nice to have them because there's not a way to then go back and get them later. And you never know, one day I'll decide that, hey, I want to go ahead and deck out a truck, and then I have all these choices from all the events. Alright, so I had slowed down a bit. I was worried I wouldn't make it, but I did. So very nice. So you can see we're headed to the Walmart. They certainly will need Halloween treats, given that that holiday's coming up. So now, obviously the slightly unrealistic thing about it is we'll be delivering afterwards as well, but it's okay. They didn't start it early enough. Otherwise it would have really been like 6 days, and that would have been crazy. Alright, so it looks like around the back of the Walmart, and I think this is just a distribution center. It's not a store. Made it through the gate there. I was a little close looking in my mirror as we ran around. So alright. Should be relatively easy because I can kind of just pull through and pull in and turn around. So you can see we've got the jack-o'-lanterns. So try to get ourselves in at least semi-close here, and then we'll jockey around a bit. So I'm going to make a pretty significant move. Looks like if I had gotten one closer, it would have been nice, but oh well. So I've got some pallets back there we want to avoid. Alright. So I'm going to have to keep moving over. I'm probably going to get a pretty crazy angle in here. This is a tighter space than it seemed, I'll tell you that. So maybe what I'll do is, now that I've kind of gotten this, whoops, I kind of knew that was there, but I wasn't entirely sure how that was going to work. But yeah, if I can do that, gives me a little bit more runway. But what I was saying is then I think I'm going to basically be like parking the trailer, but not parking the truck straight. I'll be at a pretty hefty angle here, although we'll see. Maybe now I can start to straighten it out a bit. So there's enough room here that I think I can do stuff like that. Just that it seems like there's not quite enough room to the fence to get the angle I need. So yeah, I think I'm going to end up exactly what I said, because I think, yeah, there we go. It's going to give it to us, but we got the trailer where they want it, but luckily I didn't have anybody nearby. So that's 1 of 12. You know, and we'll continue to make little bits of progress and so forth. So 2 of 13, and yeah, they've changed this background. Like once I'm done with the Hauloween thing, I will change it back. They did explain how to do that, but during the event they're going to have it this way. So figured it was a nice little thing. Alright. Ooh. I don't think that gets us there, but it's giving it to us, so I'm wondering... I'd hate to do it and then be told no, but there's nothing else. Yeah, the next one's... Wow. Yeah. Because these are sorted by length, so we're going to take a shot. And I'm hoping, just because it gave it to me, that it's not going to tell me no. Because it's like 62.1 miles, but the fact that it's showing me 61, I'm just worried it's not going to give it to me. So we'll see if we stay at 2 of 13, or if it gives us 3 of 13 when we're done. So... I didn't actually look at the time, because that's short. I'm thinking I should be okay, but I guess we'll find out. So, let's see.
Turn right.
I was wondering when it was going to finally tell me what I needed to do. Looks like it might be good timing. The train will clear out. Not sure where we're picking this up from. Because, yeah, if I can keep them short, even though it might be a little long, I'd like to get 3 done each episode, and that way I just have 4 episodes of Hauloween stuff. So, yeah, it's telling me 5 miles away. Oh, I see it now. So it's another Walmart across town that we're pulling it from, and so maybe it's another distribution center. I wonder if this is the same train track that like loops around, makes a turn, and goes through town or something. Not sure.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, well, I see the trailer there. So I think we've got to go like all the way around
Turn left.
the building,
Here we are.
because I don't think I can get... Oh, okay, delivery only. I guess I can. Alright. So like I wasn't sure that I could get down this way here, but it looks like I can. And then we just need to line up and back up and pull it out and leave. A little tricky, so we've got to go in here the way the yellow lines are painted, but then move over toward the wall a bit. Oh, and there's like an office back here too. This is almost a challenging pickup, I'll tell you, compared to what we've got for parking. This would be crazy to park too, but
Drive safe.
alright. So 62 miles, in theory 4 minutes, but once again we know how that goes because we'll have lights and so forth, and so my hope is, you know, if I can do 3 episodes, 15 minutes, or three loads, and they're short, and say, you know, 15 minutes for each, be 45-minute episodes, but they won't be too bad. So these will be it's kind of normally how I do these events. I kind of run through them very, very quickly. And, you know, I do like the fact, you know, with my favorite color being orange, you'd think my favorite holiday would be Halloween. It isn't, but in this case it is nice because I've got the jack-o'-lanterns on the trailers, and we've got this here. So let's see. 3 of 13, please. Oh boy. Really? Alright, so what I've done, because yeah, I guess kind of what I've realized is I think a lot of these are, you know, these cities are all part of the mod down here. So I'm running into the same problem I normally do. So I've basically thrown myself in the middle of the map by quick travel. And I should hopefully not have any issue now. So Ogden to Provo, it's 84 miles. This should get me my 3 of 13. And what I think I'll do is I will let myself, I'll probably cut a good amount of that episode, like there's no point in watching the driving and so forth, but just let people know kind of what happened and let you guys see that. And then this will hopefully still become a 3 episode or 3 trip thing, because I'm still not giving up hope. Alright, so we're going up to the FedEx. So I need to go left.
Turn left.
So we've got 35 miles to our pickup point, so it'll take a little bit. But then again, we shouldn't have
Ready to turn left.
a very long drive after that. Should be like a 5-minute delivery if it's under 100 miles. But we could get foiled by heavy traffic and so forth. So that was the danger with Salt Lake, because I know Salt Lake's pretty busy, but I also knew, hey, it's very close to the center of the DLC maps. And so what I don't want to do is, again, like, because I was debating maybe going into Wyoming, where there's a lot of cities nearby there. But what I think I need to do is I need to stay away from the edges to avoid what happened. Because basically what happens is it's a delivery, and I think because it's a mod map, the World of Trucks just deals with the known points, and so I think that delivery point doesn't exist without the mod map.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And that also then explained why there was a little bit of confusion in what it created, because it's creating jobs that, you know, and it's possible, because I think Nogales does exist in the base map, but that location, or that delivery location, does not. And then you start getting those are the errors I was getting before, where the trailer was too long, so forth. And then that was where someone had told me, well, that's because you can't do what you're doing. You can't use World of Trucks because it's not designed to be used. Oops. I guess somehow maybe because I backed out and went back in,
Keep right.
but I lost my cruise.
Right.
But anyway. Oh, now I have 1 hour and 25 minutes. That's not good.
Right.
Alright. So, I did have a sleeping issue. I may end up cutting that out, so you may not have known that. But yeah, I was getting down to 2 hours, and I was explaining with World of Trucks, I like to do them normally because I can almost guarantee I'm driving during the daytime because it's not tied to game time. So I could sleep 2 times very quickly, and so I'll do that once I pick this up here. And it's not like we're in danger then of not making the delivery because it's tied to real time. So, alright. Oops, I can go a little faster. I thought I was already maxed at 65, but I was not. But I cannot go 70. That was the other thing I was sharing, is with World of Trucks, we're limited at 65 so that people can't take things too quickly. Sorry. Whoa! What did I just do? I think I turned my truck off is what I did. Well, that's not good. I was trying to turn off my map, so... oh well. I'm going to cut that car off. I'm just driving very poorly now because I'm all botched up from stuff. So yeah, I really would like to not have to haul my 13 loads and not be able to add things to the series and make some more progress. So if I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, basically get the event done, but do it within the context of a series here, that would be great. But it may prove elusive, but I'm hoping now that I've moved myself here, then it'll all work. So, nice sharp turn. Glad I don't have a trailer. It's gonna be hard enough as it is. I'm not sure if it's going to have me turn here. Okay, it is. It looked like it would. Oh, I see. Hopefully it's not an underground one. Alright. It's not. But this should work, because then the signal will happen earlier. Otherwise we would have waited and had to turn left. So I think this was the right choice. But we'll find out.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Alright, so even though there is a Walmart distribution center nearby, we're going to FedEx here. Alright, there's the sign. So we have our load of Halloween treats here somewhere. There it is. It's kind of the little bouncing arrow or whatever we want to call it. It was not visible to me against the building. I'm like, wait a minute. Do I have to stop somewhere and accept the load? But with the World of Trucks jobs, again, you don't need to do that because you're accepting the contract immediately. Alright. So yes, it's telling me 5 minutes. We'll see, but I'm going to need to rest because I'm down to 39 minutes here. So I'm going to need to take a look and hopefully find something, because I might be able to deliver without stopping, but there's no reason to do that. So we'll see if it lets me through here. Oh, well, now it wants me to turn right, and I don't see any place to rest, so I'll do that, get myself out of here. So far, this is all good, because so you can see the Walmart truck just swapped itself out for the general base game one, so there's sometimes a little bit of that with some fast movement. where sometimes I get places before the game engine can catch up. So, like that truck coming from out there, the Ashley truck, for example, I'm sure was something else. I can't see the light, I just realized. So, because yeah, it's an hour and 40 minutes till I have to deliver according to this. So it's possible that I could make it, but alright, he's gonna wait. That's nice of him. He's not gonna wait, because why? You know, why would they? Because it's Truck Simulator AI. Always entirely inept and getting you into accidents when you don't need to. Alright, I would have had a little more momentum otherwise, but no, we're taking this to Provo. So, a little bit. Wait. Oh, alright, well, I'm gonna be bad and do a U-turn. I just don't want this to take longer than it needs to take. So, I'm probably gonna hit somebody. So I guess I needed to turn onto that ramp, and I guess I just didn't understand that. So I'm like trying to rush and just doing really goofy things because of it, so I need to be careful. So we'll head around here. But yeah, otherwise I would have had a lot of just wasted effort going who knows where, so. Because yeah, this will get us past Salt Lake again. So we basically are going to cross through where we came from and then continue on from there. Because Provo is, I think, down south from Salt Lake, if I remember. So at the interstate, we'll end up moving over. Alright, and again, I'm not seeing any rest spots, but hopefully, because yeah, now I'm down to 0 minutes, so I'm in the grace period. But I think when we're going to exit for Provo, there should be something there. Okay. Somehow I was thinking I'd go right, but obviously that's not the case. But if I stay away from the edges of the map, I should avoid the possibility of what happened on the last run, where I couldn't deliver it. So that was disappointing, and then I couldn't pick anything up from the nearby yard either. Alright, so this will get us to go south. So, still telling me an hour, but I don't know that I'm going to get that much grace. It really would be nice, because I'm not even seeing a rest area nearby here. That's an interesting building off to the right that we just passed. I probably didn't give you enough notice to really see it, but I don't know that I've noticed it before. I'm always fascinated. Part of, again, what keeps endearing me to this simulation is this stretch of road I've traveled have to be 100 times or more now. So we did get the violation. But I don't recall that building, so it's always nice to be able to see new things that you've not seen before, even in spaces you've been through a lot. Alright, so it's a question of whether it's this exit or the next one.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Alright, there's gotta be... It's insane that there's no
Exit right.
rest locations around.
Turn left.
Okay. That's right, Utah has these
And then turn
interesting interchange pieces. I can see the
turn left.
signal ahead of me, so I'll pull forward a little bit cleaner, because I was initially trying to stay angled so that I could see the signal out of my windshield, but I can see it up ahead. It still is 12 miles, so I'm not terribly close here. And I think, yeah, the time is still ticking as if I'm on the interstate, so I'm going to get another sleeping violation just because I haven't gotten into the city time warp. Goodness, come on. It seems like an eternity when you've got something like that going on. Alright. So I can't see my delivery point, nor can I see a rest point. But if I see a rest point, I'm going to have to go take it. I can't afford... I mean, unless it's going to be very near the delivery point and I can do it after, but...
Go straight on.
Okay, I'm likely going to have to move to the right, so I'm going to do that. In-N-Out Burger. Stuff out west here.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I did get the opportunity to try those several years ago when
Turn right.
I was traveling more regularly to LA. We've got a bit of a yield. I don't think I'm going to be able to see out the window, so... Oops. Alright, well, it's got to be here somewhere. 9 miles.
Keep left, and then turn
How does Provo not have any rest stops?
turn left.
I'm not going to turn left, because it's green this way, and I want to keep moving.
Reroute. Keep left, and then turn left.
So I think I've gone through here before.
Turn left.
Alright.
I'll find a new route.
You will.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Alright, well, I'm obviously going to have to find...
Turn left.
So we're going to have to wait through a whole cycle here, I think. I'll just kind of make sure it doesn't turn green after the fact, because sometimes there are lights that do that. Nope. So let me go to the map. There we go. I'm like, how am I... Alright, so there's something there when I leave town. Alright. So I need to make sure I head down that way. So this is just not working out the way I would like. That's about all I can say. I suppose I can just keep getting penalties. But that just isn't what I'd prefer to be doing. So, come on, green light. Got some guys in the parking lot over there amongst the tires. Looking at that car, probably figuring out what they need to do. Maybe. That would be the most plain explanation. Versus something nefarious or something like that. So, this is
Keep right.
Centex? Oh, over there I think, yeah. Oh, okay, so we're going to turn here. But this is like a yield where we wouldn't have to wait again. So, oh goodness, there's not like a really nice way in here. This is a very convoluted entry to BHP Billiton here.
Get ready to turn left.
But we'll see. I guess I'll turn left here.
Turn left.
And that's what it's asking me to do. So we'll do that. Just swing a little wider so that I can get myself in here. And then we'll go up and around. I am on the gas here. This is really having a hard time accelerating, given our engine, I would think. I'm surprised, I suppose. But we did climb a good ways, as you can see. We're already up at billboard level with just one switchback, so...
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright.
Is now finished.
So... let me take a peek here. Alright, so I need to do that. So let me go this way, and then we'll get ourselves in there. So this one's definitely trickier than one would expect. Let's see. I want to go that way. Try to get myself in there. But obviously I've got these piles over here, but I think this will work. There we go. Move over a bit more. Alright, so not as easy as the one I got 0 credit for. That one was like straight in. I might have eliminated it entirely, other than the ending point, but... Alright. So, we'll get these here. And hopefully no problems. Hopefully it'll sync up, and I'll be good to go. Alright. So, 288 experience. We'll continue. We got our 3 of 13. Alright. And Provo to Logan. So, I'm going to take this one, and that will be it for this episode then. So let me see where this is going to take me. Alright, and I think Logan... Where is Logan? Why am I not seeing it? Oh, Logan's up there. Alright, but we can go down here, rest, and then head up. I'm just trying to figure out how I get myself out of this disaster that I have of continuing to get penalties. So we'll go pick this up. Likely still probably get one more penalty in this process here. Well, let's not run off the cliff and really cause ourselves a problem. That would be bad.
Turn left.
Oh, I guess I do need to turn left. I'm like, that can't be correct, but it is. Alright. I can't really see, but hopefully that'll work. There we go.
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so we'll go here.
Turn right.
No
Get ready to
train
turn right.
that's there. Whoa. Can it cross without a crossing signal? I don't know that I've had that happen before, but I suppose it could.
Turn right.
Sounds like it's going by. That's scary. Because I didn't even think. I mean, I probably should have Now, wait a minute. Is that where I need to be? Yes, it is. Ooh, there's a hidden road. Look at that. So that's something they've added in the past that you can discover, and I guess I've done it inadvertently. Semi-intrigued, but my goodness, I'm too worried about what's happening over there. So, does it stay on my map? Let's see. It does. Alright, so I'll know it's there. So some point in the future, maybe, that can be something I do if I'm up in this area. Alright, where is this?
Finally, we are here.
It's over. Oh, I see it. Okay. So, let me get myself back to the trailer. And we will happily be complete with the pickup then. And then it's just a matter of resting. I don't know if it's an optical illusion, but that looks like a short little trailer.
Drive safe.
No, it's a regular trailer. It's a 53-foot dry van, I would say. So, interesting. Alright, so 8 minutes. And most of that I would think would be highway, so this might not be much worse than anything I've done with the other loads. Thinking these are going to turn out to be really long, but I'm just really trying to get these done in 4 episodes, so I'm doing everything possible to do 3 in an episode. And if people want to see them, I guess they'll see them. If they don't, I guess they won't. Alright.
And then turn right.
Alright, we'll pull out, but now
Turn right.
I do think I want to go... Yeah, so I want to go that way. Oh, there's a stop there. That might actually be better, because I think that's going to be tricky. That's a dealership of some sort. But, it's just not going to have the maneuverability where I think this is going to be like a truck stop type thing. And plus it'll be quicker to get out of there, frankly. Alright, good news is we got, well,
Keep right.
we need the arrow, so I don't think... I think I'm just going to make go no matter what. But somehow I made it. I can't believe that. But
Finding a new route.
we'll take it. Alright, so just past this, so there's... Is it a chevron? Looks like a chevron. Yep. That is what it is. At this point, I'm going to get gas, too. And then I will sleep.
When possible,
But I'm
make a U-turn.
half full at this point. Goodness gracious, really. I didn't think there was a possibility. Oh, it is filling. Okay. Wasn't sure if it was or not. 5:16. Yeesh. Oh, we're at that point. Cool. Alright. We're gonna handle this now. Just gonna pull around here.
Keep left, and then turn right.
We've pushed this way, way too far. Good news is I guess I won't have to sleep twice in a row, right? It's the silver lining. So otherwise it would have been like 2, 3 a.m. if I would have stopped when I really needed to stop. But there was nowhere to stop. Oh, Michael K. couldn't find a job. I'm killing myself. They're killing me. Alright. So now we're going to go get ourselves on the interstate. And we're going to start hauling up to Logan. So, breakfast time. 24 hours there at that Burger King and Waffle House. They're just kind of made for breakfast all the time. Well, at least Yaroslav's doing some stuff. He's leveled up. Probably need to check these folks out, although I think I have them all set to balance now. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember. But I think they've all gotten to that point, and I haven't added drivers in a while. Although, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting myself confused with my Euro series, where with real economy there, I have a couple employees, but I'm not going to be getting any more because I don't have the cash flow and I'm barely surviving, so we'll see. But there you go, Adrian, 14,000. These are good additions to our bankroll. Yes, we need to now head up north to Salt Lake. Good news is we can just make this and go. And then hopefully we'll have a drop-off point pretty close to the interstate. Because I know this has been long. I do apologize for the snafus and everything else that was happening here. But we know we are getting to the tail end here. This will be the third delivery in this episode, and we'll definitely wrap it there. We'll be at 4 of 13, and we'll be well on our way. 33% done with our Hauloween. Or 25%? I don't know. I guess it's closer to 33, 4 of 13. It's a little below. Wondering, I'm thinking they picked 13 because, unlucky number, Hauloween, all that tie in there, trying to make it all spooky. They're tricky that way sometimes. I guess that really wouldn't be that tricky, but it's the first long haul I've had, although this does feel like it's been a long haul in the fact that I've just been heading through, and at this point, technically this is our 4th delivery, all very in quick succession, so it's been as if I took a 600-700 mile delivery at this point, between all the go pick things up, go deliver things. But now we're at the point where it's telling me 5 minutes, so I'm assuming we're going to be, pretty close to at least getting to Logan within that, because unless we have to stop at a way station, I think we'll be booking along. Now the other thing is, I'm thinking that time works on the fact that it's thinking I should be going 70, because that's the speed limit, but I'm restricted from going any faster than I'm going right now. So So maybe a little bit longer because of that, but... Alright, so I think this is where we came on from Salt Lake. So now we'll be heading where we've not been before. Although I guess we've come from there before. Because having jumped into this section of the map just to get this effectively done, I wasn't sure if I had bounced somewhere that I've not been, but given how many episodes we've got into this series, I think I've crisscrossed most of the major thoroughways now. At least in one direction, if nothing else. So, I know when I traverse through Utah here normally, it all happens pretty quickly. These cities, if you hit Provo, Salt Lake exit, Ogden, to kind of come in quick succession, and then Logan right after that, so. But yeah, we took off from Ogden, so I think that's part of it. So I'm trying to see, yeah, the piece off to the left, I think we just... no? I'm not sure. Well, maybe it was how it looped us around or something. Guess it doesn't ultimately matter. But no, it's simply the other side of the interstate. So we have gone through here somewhere, because obviously we have the southbound side discovered. So you can see the sign over the thing. It's a Kenworth dealer. Plus on the map it's got that little bit of a glitch, I guess. Alright, it's letting us by the way station, so thank you for that. So that will get us a lot closer, 29 miles, so I'm guessing, there we go. Like we're going to be getting off soon. Whoa, this guy is right there. A little bit of my fault, but... Alright. And then what? Alright. So I'm going out in the middle of nowhere here. Because I don't think the town is this way, but maybe it is. I don't know. 20 miles, it's telling me, so still got a way. Oh, I guess, yeah, this is how you get to Logan. I thought Logan was right off the interstate. Obviously, I'm wrong. So I feel a little better this way, because at least then the likelihood of getting a job spawned when I'm ready to continue again will be pretty good. But we'll get some movement through. I don't know that I'd say these are full-fledged mountains, but you know, they're pretty good size hills at a minimum. But I'd say these are probably foothills of some sort. I see the word Logan. Alright, Logan is discovered. Not dropping off here at the outskirts of Logan. 2 miles though, so not too far. I was going to say it's going to slow us down at some point here. There we go. Alright, and I see it ahead. So hopefully we can get through this light. Should be fine, because even if it turns yellow, the yellow's kind of long, as we learned a little while ago. And we've got several lights here, but hopefully they'll work properly in sequence. Although I see the third one is green. So my guess is we're going to get stopped here somewhere again. So unfortunately, getting to the Walgreens, got to get all the way through town. Yep, I can see that one turning yellow, after this one. Come on. The sequencing should, there we go. Like it should turn green, even though I'm going to need to stop here, but I don't really want to be behind him, but I think I'm going to need to be no matter what. It's possible he'll turn, but I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. All right. So get myself to the delivery point. Still 11 hours, 9 minutes till I need to rest. So I won't need to rest in between. Oh, Marek's gotten us another 17,000 into the company. Good for him. And leveled up. So as part of this, I'll probably just take a quick peek before I sign off so you can see if the drivers need any kind of editing. Come on, let me in. Thank you. You can go straight on. I don't want to go straight on. I have an exit here, don't I? Oh, I see. This is a little confusing. But I'm thinking the Walgreens entrance is... I gotta go around this side of the building, is I think what's happening. Because first I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, this is the delivery zone here. And this one, if I recall, is a bit tight and challenging. So I'm going to have a whoop. Oh, that was stupid. I was trying to be like, well, I gotta make a nice tight turn, and I do, but obviously I gotta get in here far enough to be able to do that. Oh boy. Half tempted to skip parking, but that would really go against the flow of things. Alright. So let's see. Wow. This is difficult, to say the least. And again, I haven't been entirely paying attention to how these play out. If they give me like the high level for parking. But yeah, I've done this before. I do remember this. This is a challenging spot, because it's almost impossible to get yourself turned here, but you kind of need to. Alright. Boy. It's like if I can keep going... No, I think I'm against the wall. Yep. Alright, let's see. Maybe that was enough that at least I can be dangerous here. Because yes, I can get the tail end of the trailer flipped by. And this might work out a little better than I thought. So I may almost be able to... I'm going to straighten myself out here. Because yeah, I'm actually in a pretty good spot if I do it smartly. If I try to force it and just say, I'm not going forward again. I probably could make it, but it'd be pretty sloppy. Let's be honest. This was the way I would imagine a real trucker would handle it. You know, there's no point in making it ridiculous, because frankly it makes it look like you don't even know what you're doing. Alright, so we're done. So 309, you can see I've got 131 World of Trucks contracts completed. So as I said, I do enjoy them. Alright, so he's long distance. They're long distance now. Jose should be converted to balanced at this point, because that's basically been my target. So Mikal is the only one out of LA that needs some more expansion. Alright, so that gets us through 4 of 13. Again, one of which I had done a different profile. But my goal is to get through the Hauloween event, and then we'll return to our regularly scheduled programming on this series in earnest. But for now, pleasant diversion gets me some free swag. Always wonderful stuff. I'll see you next time.